Hello and welcome to today's video, and in today's video we are going to take care of the exhaust. Now, out of the factory, the exhaust is really quiet. It does have some charm to it, but we are chasing for that best S65 sound. So we are going to be balling on budget, aka making it as cheap as possible to get that exhaust sound out of the car. Long story short, we will remove the back of the exhaust. We are going to cut it up and make somewhat of a straight pipe through it. But the chances are you've probably already seen a similar video, but my goal for all the videos I make is to create some sort of different narrative for the videos I make, just to make it somewhat of entertaining. Because I know that when I wanted to get an E92 M3, I just watched all the videos because seeing this car just made me really happy. Let me show you what we are working with. So if I turn the camera over, you can see that this is our super professional light. We have all the things that we will hopefully need to remove the exhaust, but now let's go underneath the car so I can show you what we're actually removing. So let's get the light on. By the way, shout out to the Chinese for making those really cheap, nice flashlights. I do recommend them, but turning over the camera, this is where essentially the exhaust finishes and what we need to remove. I believe those are called V-band clips. And yeah, one of those screws is somewhat rusty. We will need to take care of it. But going back, you can see how far it goes. Now, let's check some basic things. You can see that the rear subframe is barely rusty. Now, this is a 3 Series and those are notorious for being rusty. So that's actually not bad. Rear differential, slightly more rusty, that is fine. So the rear diff is definitely going to be rebuilt, and rebuilding the diff isn't that expensive and it's definitely worthwhile. I believe the bearings on those differentials aren't the best, so we are going to get some aftermarket ones. I don't think that we are going to be doing the rebuilding of the diff, but we will need to do that for sure. But I mean, like, all around, the car doesn't look bad. It is not rusty at all. Everything looks in really good condition. Apart from those 2 V-band clips, let's just pretend they're called V-bands. Hopefully I won't look like an idiot, but we have some rubber mounts right here near the differential. Hopefully you can see. Moving up to the front, on the side right here, we do have some mounts. Now, it is going to be a lot easier just to remove the mount with the exhaust instead of the rubber from the exhaust, as well as there are 2 more mounts right here on the front I see. Hopefully you can see as well. There's one on the right hand side, one on the left hand side, and I believe that's about it. Looking around, there isn't anything extra to remove, so let's hope that this is going to be pretty quick because it's already getting dark. I mean, we are inside and there's light, but it's Tuesday. I want to upload this video by Sunday, so I still need to edit and I got work and all the other miscellaneous stuff, so let's get to work. We do have this cool thing that essentially goes against the rubber and helps to push out the exhaust. So never used it before, brand new. So let's see if we can make this work. So hopefully this is visible enough, but this goes in on one side, pushes against the screw that you can hopefully see right here, and you just press it to get this rubber mount out of the exhaust mount. So let's continue. Okay, it seems that the tool has broke. That's not good. We're probably gonna have to use a screwdriver, but might have to warranty this. Now, I want to be really extremely careful right here because this is where like the back bumper is and where it mounts. I don't want to destroy that. We do have an option of actually removing the entire mount, but I'm not sure if it's something that I want to do. It's just 2 screws, but how annoying would that be? So you probably can't see, but up there is a bolt, or sorry, there's a nut that we have to unscrew, but to the side there's another screw. So we have to get it loose on one side just so we can actually unscrew the bolt or the nut that we actually want to do. So the middle bracket is off, left hand side is loose. Now I'm gonna loosen the right hand side, and once this is loose, then the entire exhaust should be able to come off. I got my trusty helper with me here behind the camera, but I'm just gonna get those loose and we will try to remove that exhaust. Hopefully it's not gonna fall on my head. Okay, so hopefully you can see behind me, the exhaust is down. This took a lot more work than I thought. So the exhaust, I'll show you now, it got hung up on this right here, so it wasn't coming off evenly, and it got hooked up on this kind of bolt, but we got it. The exhaust is down. Let's go. So the exhaust is off. Now let's see how the car sounds without the mufflers. I'm not sure how well you can hear me, but this is insane. I did not expect this to be so fucking loud. So this is actually insane. It's probably not going to be as loud because there will be more pipe in the way. It sounds weird, but that sounds a lot louder than what it was. I so cannot wait to actually install it. Even got my welder with me. We're going to make this work.
Depot on the beat.
So Thursday is almost over. You saw me cutting up the exhaust, and honestly, I thought that the exhaust would be on the car by now. I made some weird decisions. First off, I thought that I could honestly get away with getting one of those cans and cutting it up just to put it over the exhaust pipe and use the metal bands to tighten that up, but that can is way too thin and it is not going to work. It's probably going to resonate and you're going to get a lot of weird sounds. So my second idea was to use a thermal tape, but looking at it, the thermal tape is a bit of a, I don't think it's honestly going to work. So tomorrow morning, I am going to either go to the store or order a thermal bandage. It is what you use for your downpipes, and I feel like this would be a bit more hefty for this kind of job. Hello, it's voice over me since it was pretty loud outside and my dad was jamming to music, but we have the thermal bandage. It's actually made out of fiberglass. Rip my hands, do not use fabric gloves for it. We do also have those metal ring things just to keep it in place, and I'm gonna use the thermal tape. Thermal tape is going to be used towards the very end, but if I could move the time backwards, I would probably thermal tape the actual pipes first and then put the thermal bandage on. But hopefully you're enjoying the video so far, and let's get back to it. So it's Saturday, we are back. I need to get this uploaded by tomorrow. It's actually quite warm, but I decided to keep my hat on because I'm most likely going to be using my head for holding out the exhaust. It is so heavy, I didn't actually expect the exhaust to be so heavy, but it's time to put on the exhaust and hope that the result will be worth it. The exhaust is in the garage. It is properly welded, hopefully you can see. So I think I'm gonna be the one holding the exhaust on my head because it is pretty heavy, and I'm gonna have my brother bolt in the nuts, and yeah. Hopefully this isn't going to be a struggle. So the exhaust is fully on. Let me show you now. So let me grab the light. First off, this bracket is all secured. Left hand side done, right hand side done, and coming up here. Now those rubber pieces were really difficult to put on, but essentially, let me see if I can show you. Might be slightly dark for a moment, but essentially what I've done is I took a screwdriver, I put it against this bracket to push out the upper part of this rubber, and it came off halfway there, and then I was able to get this rubber piece onto the bottom one, and yeah, that's how I have managed to get that on. Those V-band clips, they are fully on. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna push out the car and start it outside just to get the real sound. And to be honest, I'm kind of nervous because I think that I should have actually gotten a 275-inch pipes and welded them in, but I'm really hoping that this will actually make some difference and make the car a lot louder. So this has been the video. It's actually Sunday. I need to get this uploaded in about 3 hours, and I've realized that I didn't have any kind of ending clip or actual exhaust sound after listening to the exhaust yesterday, and it sounded so amazing that I just forgot to do the rest. So hopefully you're having a nice weekend, and yeah, hope you have enjoyed this video. And if you got any questions, drop them down below. Thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting as always, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Yeah, next video. Bye bye.